Mars, a cold, red world, silent, distant, and empty. Yet for centuries, it has pulled at the human imagination like no other. We have dreamed of life there, of canals and civilizations, of mystery and fire, of a second Earth waiting to be found. But the truth of Mars is both stranger and sadder. A story of loss, of transformation, and perhaps of a second chance for us all. 4.5 billion years ago, Mars was born from the same cosmic dust that formed our own world. In those first chaotic ages, it was not so different from Earth. It had oceans, rivers, clouds, and rain. It may even have been blue, but something changed. Its core began to cool, its magnetic field faded, and the solar wind stripped its atmosphere away. The air thinned, the oceans boiled off into space, and what was once a living planet became a desert of rust and silence. Yet Mars still carries the scars of its youth, ancient river valleys, dried lake beds, and frozen polar caps. It remembers what it once was. From orbit, Mars looks beautiful, a landscape painted in shades of red, gold, and brown. But on the ground, it is harsh, empty, and deadly. The dust there is as fine as smoke, a toxic powder of iron oxide that coats everything it touches. Winds howl across plains the size of continents, lifting entire storms that can swallow the planet for months. There are volcanoes taller than Mount Everest. Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system, rises 26 kilometers high, its slopes stretching so wide that from the surface you would not even see its curve. Canyons split the planet open like scars. Valles Marineris, a trench 4,000 kilometers long and 7 kilometers deep. If it lay on Earth, it would stretch from New York to Los Angeles. And yet, in this silence, there is beauty. The soft glow of a sunset that turns the sky blue. The pale shadow of Phobos and Deimos drifting above. And the endless, echoing stillness of a world that has not changed for billions of years. Mars's atmosphere is 100 times thinner than Earth's. There is almost no oxygen, only carbon dioxide, and traces of argon and nitrogen. Temperatures swing from 20 degrees Celsius in the day to minus 100 degrees Celsius at night. To stand there unprotected would mean death within seconds. Your blood would boil, your breath would freeze, and the silence would be absolute. And yet, for machines, this world is alive. Rovers crawl across its deserts, drones soar through thin air, and orbiters gaze down from above, each one listening for whispers of what Mars once was. For decades, scientists wondered, was Mars ever wet? Did it once have lakes, rivers, or even seas? Now we know, yes. Billions of years ago, water flowed across its surface. Canyons carved by rivers, deltas formed by streams, and minerals that could only exist in water all tell the same story. Mars was once a living, flowing world. But when the atmosphere collapsed, that water either escaped into space or froze beneath the ground. Today, it still hides there, locked as ice under the poles or buried deep beneath the surface in salty, frozen brine. Where there was water, there may have been life. For centuries, we have looked to Mars and asked, are we alone? And though no alien cities were ever found, the question remains, could microbes still exist here, in the frozen soil, in underground caverns, or beneath layers of dust, where warmth and liquid water might survive? Our rovers, Curiosity, Perseverance, Spirit, Opportunity, all came searching for answers. They drilled into rocks, sniffed the air, and scanned the soil for traces of organic compounds. And though the results remain uncertain, they tell us one thing with certainty. Mars once had everything life needs: water, chemistry, and time. Maybe billions of years ago, life began there first. Today, Mars is no longer just a place we study. It is a destination. We are building the ships that will take us there. NASA, SpaceX, and other agencies are preparing for the first human missions. Those who go will face the most hostile environment ever encountered. Radiation, cold, isolation, and the thin air of a dying world. But they will also see something no one has seen before. A sunrise over the red plains, an Earth hanging small in the sky, and the realization that humanity has become a multi-planet species. They will plant the first seeds of a new home, and perhaps one day, they will bring life back to Mars. Terraforming, the dream of turning Mars into a green world again, remains far in the future. But every mission, every rover, every footprint brings that future closer. Mars is a reflection of us. It shows us what we could become, a warning and a promise. A world that had water but lost it. A planet that might have lived but now sleeps. When we look at Mars, we see both the past and the future of Earth, a fragile balance between life and extinction.